Are you ready for part 2? Kimberly Ryder here with Rubbish Restyled using Daydream Apothecary's Coastal Collection. So for the second half of this, we're going to use some Saltwash. I'm using Lemon Shark, and I want to create texture on this piece. I found that Saltwash is my favorite additive to creating texture. You don't need a lot, it's a very fine powder, so just a small little scoop goes a long way. And I'm just gonna scoop out some teaspoons of Lemon Shark inside a different container. So you just want to mix it together. It's going to thicken up the paint, and you want a consistency of a really thick pancake batter. So I'll just keep mixing it until I get that consistency. So this piece had some chipping veneer. So I'm going to use the Saltwash to cover that up. So I'm just going to take a brush and dab in different random areas, concentrating on the spots that have the chipping veneer. While the Saltwash is drying, I'm going to lightly sand the oars down just to give me a smooth finish, because I'm going to be using tape to create designs on each oar. We're going to make some arrows, some lines, maybe a little flag on each oar to create different patterns. So now we paint. I'm going to use all the colors in the collection. This one is Hibiscus, one of my favorites. This one's Hemingway. I've got C'est la Vie, and Scuba Girl is the purple here. All right, so the Saltwash is dry, so now I'm going to take my favorite brush, the Helen, and I'm going to cover all the Lemon Shark Saltwash with the salt water. So now that it's dry, I'm going to take a sandpaper or a sanding block, whatever you prefer, and a medium grit to sand back that top layer to reveal the Saltwash. So the center needed a little something, so I am filling it in with ground control. That is our pure white, and then I'll sand that back to reveal the Saltwash behind. So now I'm going to top coat the entire piece. I'm going to use Dream Coat, our top coat, and I'm going to stir it versus shaking. Sometimes when you shake top coats, you'll create bubbles, so always stir them to get anything that settles to the bottom mix throughout the top coat to get a really smooth finish. So with top coat, I use a liberal amount or enough so that my brush easily glides across the piece without dripping, and then I can catch any drips with going back. And I don't want to overbrush, so 1 or 2 swipes back and forth and keep moving on to the next section. Now that my top coat is dry, I want to age this piece, so I'm going to use dark wax. The top coat actually acts as my buffer so that it doesn't absorb into the paint, and I can easily correct any mistakes that I might make with the wax. I use baby wipes to wipe back any wax, and I just keep repeating the process, adding in sections, applying the wax. On the bottom of this piece, it has a lot of ridges, and I really want the wax to get into the divots. So I'm going to apply a lot of wax into the grooves and make sure that it all gets inside there. And then I'm just going to take a baby wipe and wipe it all away, making sure that I still have the wax into the grooves there. And there you have it. Lots of colors, texture, some aging, like she just got back from a voyage at sea and ready for new adventures. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on social media. To find your nearest Daydream Apothecary retailer, go to daydreamapothecarypaints.com. And it's Kimberly Ryder of Rubbish Restyled, and I will see you next time.